Okay, here we go. Guys, please like and subscribe. We have 53 subscribers at the moment. Please help me continue making these great videos. Or at least I think they're great. Please like and subscribe, share on your Facebook, share with friends. Hope to see more of you soon. Great. Okay, here we go. So today's video is all about spotting a scam artist. So in these trying times, people have fallen victim, and I use the word victim, to all types of scam artists, scallums, sortsies, whatever you want to call them. They basically promise loads of returns for investment. Now, being in the situation we are, where people are getting desperate at the moment, trying to make money, trying to get a second or third income stream in a very tough economic situation currently in South Africa and the world, people are falling for this more and more. Tip number one: if people offer you a return of 10% per year, that's okay. 10% per month. The red lights should be flashing, guys. No one can guarantee you 10% return per month. And even if they say it's not guaranteed, but most people make 10% per month, it's still a load of bull. So just to put this in context, if someone was making 10% per month return, they wouldn't need my money to invest. They could just put in money they got from the bank and basically pay the bank back within a year 3 times what they actually lent. So let's put it into context. So what will happen is you'll earn the 10% per month. That will accumulate to around about 300 and something thousand over a year. So why would they need my money if they're making 10% per month? So ask yourself that question first. They're not making 10% per month. They can give you 10% per year, which is different. That's more or less what the higher rate of savings in South Africa is. Saving accounts are in South Africa. They'll get you around about 10% per year. It's not to say that it's not possible to make 10% per month, but it's unsustainable and nearly, and I use the word very easily, impossible to make a 10% per month return month on month. You might strike it lucky one month and make a very good return, but do know that those are what I call luck shots. Like I did it with Sasol, and it's almost type of a once in a lifetime or once in 10 years type thing. Bought it at very low, sold it at 60%. Within a month, I made 60% on my money. So that was me doing me. I wouldn't take that risk with anyone else's money because it was a volatile market. I took a risk. It was a big risk and it paid off. But it just as well could have gone the other way. A 60% downturn on my money. So just back to scam artists. They always promise you massive returns. Tip number 2 is they most probably want you to recruit new members to actually get more money. So this is a start of a classical pyramid scheme. So you've got the one person at the top, he gets 2 people under him, they get 4 people under them, and it just cascades down. So what will happen here is that person number 1 will get a chunk of the money invested from person number 2 and 3. That will be funneled back to person number 1, and person number 1 will say, wow, amazing, I'm getting great returns, please take more of my money, and then reinvest it. That money then goes to person 2 and 3. Person 2 and 3 says, great, take more of my money, reinvest it, we'll get people going down. Then they come with a story saying that if you actually invest yourself and you get a couple of people underneath you, you will start earning money off their investments. This is a classical pyramid scheme. It's only sustainable for a short while and then it starts tumbling down. You will no longer get any money back and you will struggle to find that person. And in the case of a BTC Global, which is a Bitcoin company that folded, the person will just declare himself insolvent and for bankruptcy, or take all the money that he can and actually flee the country. 3. They don't actually have any products to sell. They don't render a service, but they're this big company that's making all this money. So the question is, what is actually their business? They are in the business of getting more people to join so that they can defraud them as well. So first of all, if you think of any of these things like Crowd One, for example, that's gotten major media attention right now, is Crowd One has no product that they put out there. So caught a lot of people joining fees, but there's actually no product they are selling. I've seen a couple of things that they say, great, they've got some educational programs that are coming out now. Great, too little too late. Don't think it's great. So pass on Crowd One. Tip number 3. So let's go to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is they'll most probably ask for your money in Bitcoin. Okay? The very nice thing about Bitcoin, it's untraceable. So saying it's untraceable, just a bit of background. You can see to which wallet Bitcoin goes, but you can't see who owns the Bitcoin wallet. So what will happen is actually you will transfer money to a Bitcoin wallet. You can actually see, great, it's transferred from this wallet to this wallet. You can, I think in some cases, even see the Bitcoin balance in that account, but there's no one behind that account. You can't actually see who it is. You can only see who that person is once he exchanges Bitcoin for another Forex or cash value. So then you can start tracing it when it comes to, okay, great, I want to use my Bitcoin to buy something that's delivered at my house. You can probably search for that that way. But the big thing about Bitcoin is it's anonymous, so you don't see. It's decentralized, so you don't actually see. There's no record. You don't know who's actually getting the money. It's non-refundable once you've sent it. So if someone asks for Bitcoin, overall, be careful. It was a company that wanted to use Bitcoin as their form of currency. They could just take your dollars or rands and just convert them themselves. But it's easier to do Bitcoin, and then you get into this whole unregulated area. Brings me to tip number 5. These people are not regulated. They do not belong to any financial service provider company. They're not registered. They'll put up this whole face where they actually so compliant and they're making people money and yeah. So at the end of the day, is if it's not a financial service provider, it's not regulated, so they can basically do a little bit of what they want up until they get caught. I'm actually getting tired just thinking about all the people that are losing money. Tip number 6. These people will do everything in their power to make them seem legit. So they'll have a head office, they'll probably have YouTube videos, they'll probably have people, testimonials, and some of them might have made some money. But that only goes for a short while. If you remember our little pyramid, you know that it actually, sooner or later, one of those blocks falls out and the whole thing comes tumbling down. So with Mirror Trading, that's one of the companies I'm currently watching, and one of the companies I suspect will soon have a little bit of a tumble. So Mirror Trading is currently trying to be as legit as possible, putting on their website, listen, we've got lawyers that look after our things. Just to put it clearly, if, probably Jeffrey Dahmer had a lawyer. Doesn't mean you're legit. Okay guys, there's a lot of scams out there. From fake gurus to people that promise you high returns, forex trading. A lot of the the base of this is legitimate business, is legitimate trading. But as soon as you see there is enormous returns and someone promising you something, that sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. I also understand that people are desperate at the moment, and that's maybe what makes this even sadder when people get caught in these schemes. But just to try and avoid this is either comment down below and I can go and look at it and tell you firsthand if it's a scheme or not. Secondly, just use your Google function and type in the company's name and go and read news, go and see a review, go and check if anyone was unhappy, anyone had trouble getting their money back, and before you start investing. And also, just like MTI, this Mirror Trading International, they've been flagged by the Texas board to be a get rich quick scheme. So again, red flags, guys. So just to recap, guys, if they're offering passive returns, run away. If they trade only in a currency like Bitcoin, which is untraceable, run away. If they try to make themselves look super legit, but you get the feeling they aren't, run away. When in doubt, ask for help, use Google, go and check. I hope you found this informative. This is by no means a mission to bash some of the companies, but it's actually just to warn people, be careful when investing. Even when it's with a legitimate company. A couple of years ago, a legitimate company, I think it's Prudentia, if I can remember correctly, all the best intentions, and they did a couple of bad trades and a lot of people lost a lot of money. Also bear in mind that you are still at risk even if you invest in the top of the top JSE company.